I think we're live. I don't know. I can't check. I usually... Wait, I need my other device. I'm so discombobulated today.
All right, take your time. It's early Thanksgiving.
That's right. That's right. So, wait, you got to come in here. You're a special guest. So, we have a special guest today. Justin's going to cook with us. I'm cooking today. We won't talk about our other special guests who couldn't make it.
Yes,
We're gonna leave that one alone.
He's special.
Yeah, he's special. He's special.
We're
So
prepared for 2.5 weeks.
it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's cool. So you're doing turkey today, but Justin and I are gonna share our two favorite side dishes for Thanksgiving because with the holidays coming up, not everybody can be with everybody they want because of social distancing. So. We're gonna show you how you can still be with your family, right? You could hook up a video FaceTime like this and enjoy Thanksgiving.
That's a fun idea, actually. It's pretty clever. I didn't think about that.
Every once in a while, Tom, I come through. All right, you kick it off. Justin and I I'm gonna mute this because it's getting loud over here, and we're gonna cook and we're gonna keep going.
All right, we're gonna talk turkey while you guys are doing that.
So, I can't hear you, by the way, if you're talking to me. But if not, it's okay. So we're gonna
do brining a turkey. Okay, so to brine a turkey, it's kind of like giving your turkey a nice bath overnight, putting
like a
flavor
spa.
inside the meat.
Is it a spa for your turkey? Like aromatherapy for your turkey?
Yes, very much so. So what I did is, let's start with the brine. Let's back up. All right. So in this pot, I started because I wanted to get it warm. I've got 4 cups of apple cider. I went with the Honey Crisp. I had it from before. 4 cups of vegetable broth. You can use any broth if you want.
Does the apple cider vinegar help break it down?
It's more putting in flavor than anything. We're not really looking to break stuff down. What's going to happen is the salt that's going to be in there is going to create this beautiful chemical reaction. Open up the pores, let all that yummy juice in, but without drying it out. So then when we cook it, it retains those juices, it stays juicy, and it's just yummy. And you get a good way to get flavor inside. All right, so we got 4 and 4. Next is going to be 3 cups, 3/4 of a cup, sorry.
Hey, you guys, don't forget, while Tom's cooking, please, we'd love to hear your comments, love to hear what you guys have to say. What's your favorite Thanksgiving yummies?
Yes, tell us. Like, for instance, cranberry juice, or cranberry sauce, rather. I love the canned one. I can't.
Me too. Me too, but Justin did kill it last year with some homemade. But I do like the canned kind as well.
Good stuff. All right, so that was 3/4 cups of kosher salt. Sounds like a lot, but it's not. The meat's not going to get salty. It's really just working to break open proteins.
Our buddy Jason over at Benchmark caught a peek of your shirt. He said, "I'm sure the cooking's phenomenal, but your shirt is the greatest thing ever."
It's a hopeless plug for a sponsor.
It is. Well, yeah, Jason, give us a call. We've got a sponsorship package ready to go for you.
These turkeys are getting expensive. All right, so 1/2 cup of sugar. So again, we're going sweet, salty, flavorful. That's kind of what we're looking for. Thyme, we're going to go some fresh herbs. Always go fresh, it's better. But if you only have dried, it's fine.
Something's happening over in my kitchen right now.
Oh, it's okay.
There's a blowtorch that just happened.
Oh,
blowtorch.
Oh, serious.
Yes, like NASCAR, Jason. We are looking for. We will put bumper stickers all over our kitchen utensils.
All right, and then fresh sage. I feel like sage is always important around holidays.
Yes, such a Thanksgiving herb.
Yeah, it goes very well with poultry. All right, so those are the 3 herbs. I need apple cider vinegar, quarter cup. And then we need garlic. One whole. Just going to cut it right in half. Help get those garlic flavors out. Don't worry about the peels. It's fine.
You put the whole thing in there with the peels?
Yeah, throw the whole thing in there.
I love that.
It's going to all come out eventually.
But it's easy, so I definitely love that.
Exactly. And so that's it. So we're going to let that come to a boil. Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. I got my most famous seasoning.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing it today.
Pepper.
That's my I got the old apron on for the show. Jason, your logo could go right here. Just saying.
And garlic powder.
We will legitimately sell anything. We're real estate agents.
That's right. We'll off ourselves. So what we're going to do is bring it to a boil like it is. This is going to
melt and dissolve sugars and salts, which is what we want to do. Get those herbs to come out and those flavors, which is perfect. So we can just pull it off to the side real quick. And I'm going to make some of my own noise since you guys are making noise. I'm going to get some ice. Just hang tight. We're going to get 4 cups of ice. So 4 cups of ice, and you want to dump it right into this broth. So this is, whoops, watch out. This is going to make it cool down very fast and also add some more of that moisture that we need in there.
So you do that whether you're doing a cooking show or not?
Yeah, this is every time, right? Because you want to cool it down quickly. And you're also, it's part of the equation of the amount of liquid you want for seasoning.
Is there a ratio depending on the pounds per, the size of your turkey?
I mean, you're ultimately trying to cover your turkey with liquid, so this is going to be about a 5 to 6 pound turkey breast, which is a pretty decent size. You can see all that ice is melted. If we do a temperature check, I can actually put my finger in there because it's cooled up a lot. However, it has to come to cool room temperature or refrigerator temperature.
So this is good for me to know because cooking in my family also included like drinks. So we'd have to reserve some of the ice, like holiday cooking. Yeah. So can't use up all the ice.
Now we can talk turkey.
Justin is over here. He's working on my side dish for me while I'm watching.
Okay. So one will do, always pull your turkey weight and keep it, because you're going to wonder how heavy was it, how many pounds, minutes per pound, usually 25, depending on how you cook it. So I couldn't find in the store this time just a turkey breast, which they usually sell. But for some reason I couldn't find it.
There's some really odd shortages right now. Because I only could find like a couple of the things I needed. Some really strange shortages going on.
Yeah, so I wound up buying the whole turkey and I just broke it down. So it's going to reduce my cooking time quite a bit. If you were to have a whole 6 pound turkey breast with the bones and everything in there, you're looking at about 3 to 4 hours of cooking, which we'll go over here in a little bit. So I also had the brine to just cool off right from last night. As you know, I had to make one ahead of time.
That's how it works.
What you do is you take, so now you dump the brine into the turkey and just let it sit there for a minimum of 8 hours if you can. 12 is best. And let it just soak up all that flavor.
If you go longer, does that make a difference? Or
that's when the salt will start to break down the meat a little bit and get a little granular.
So you kind of want to like cap it out at the 12 hours.
12 hours is good. I mean, unless your turkey's like 40 pounds, but that's a big turkey.
Where are you going with that turkey? A 40-pound turkey gets pardoned at the White House, man. Like
that's true. But if you did a whole turkey and not just the breast, no problem. You get like a 5-gallon bucket, clean it out. As long as you know where to refrigerate it.
Right.
That's the challenge.
Or like one of those giant, like, I see people brine them in coolers.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yep, you just got to check the temperature. You got to stay below 40 degrees.
Okay.
40 is your danger
Safety
zone.
first, right? Because poultry can be a mess, right? Like, you can really get sick with poultry, right?
Correct. All right, so let's pretend 12 hours later, we took it out of the brine. What you want to do is you want to pat it dry. That's what I did already, okay? Now what we're going to do is we don't need a lot of salt, very, 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 very little, but I'm going to season the outside as well, even after the brine. So the brine is kind of working the meat from the inside. Now we're going to work the meat a little bit from the outside. So the basic 4 seasonings.
Like I said, I have a whole turkey here. So I've got leg, wing, thigh.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, that you're doing both.
Oh, inside and outside?
Yeah.
Like I said, the brine is really working on the inside. That meat moisture also. So you can do a low and slow, and you're not drying it out.
I understand.
All right, so I'm just going to season this up.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Then we'll get it on the grill. And then we get to do the magic of TV time, which is always fun. Pull one out. So like I said, very, very little salt because this has been sitting in a salt bath, but just a little bit because when you slice into it, you want a little bit of that salt to flavor the outside. And if you've watched any of my weeks, you can tell that's a very little amount of salt than what we normally would put onto a piece of meat or anything for that matter. All right. Just enough to do a little bit of something. All right, so that's that. Let's go ahead and put this on outside, and then we will come back and show you what it looks like complete, work on a little bit of gravy that I got going. Which again, if you happen to follow me on Facebook, you saw my joy of roasting bones. So don't wait. That's a very, very important thing here. Walk outside while we talk. Don't waste your bones. You have tons of flavor in there. There's always a little bit of meat hanging around, and it just makes into a great gravy or sauce or stock even. Just a little bit different than just putting them in a pot plain themselves. You're getting that
Maillard browning, which is that dark color.
What was that word again?
Maillard browning.
Oh. Sounds a lot like malarkey. Oh, we got a little delay on the video.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, that's okay. Yeah, it's just a little choppy. I think we might have a signal issue. The joys of technology.
It's also windy out today. So we got a new pellet grill. Pretty excited about it. What's great about this is it holds a nice temperature all the time. It uses wood pellets, which I'll show you shortly. So I'm going to put this one on the smoke setting, which it is, for about 30 minutes. So I can get this in here.
You guys are going to have so much turkey. You're going to be like, Thanksgiving's going to come, you're going to be like, we're good, ham. Ham it is.
Well, that's the thing, so you have to have enough to make them ready for the show, but then also to show it.
Yeah. Sorry, Shiz. You're going to be turkeyed out.
Well, we actually, my brother's just coming over to celebrate his late birthday.
Oh, well, there you go. So your brother will be turkeyed out as well. So you're just making everybody suffer through it.
All right, so that I'm going to put the temperature right. You really just need this to be inside the thickest part where you get an accurate temperature reading.
Yeah, like the meaty part, right?
Yep. Try to find the biggest part. If you're cooking a whole turkey like this, which you can, you want to put it. Try and show me here. So here's the leg. Here's the thigh.
This is great.
You kind of want to put it in between the back side of the thigh.
Oh, okay. Can you show us again? I'll call you. I'll show you pictures of my turkey before I do it. Actually, I'm not doing it. Who am I kidding? Justin's doing it.
Are you gonna smoke it? Oh, he's frying it.
He's doing both. He's smoking one and frying one because you know we got about 100 people in the family. So don't worry, folks. We are socially distancing for Thanksgiving still. We're keeping it small.
Keeping it safe. All right, so that turkey there. Now that we can talk a little bit. What I was getting at with the thigh and leg. You want to get it in the meatiest part because that's where it's going to take the longest to cook. All right.
Fair enough. We'll let it go. We'll leave it be.
So now we're going to finish up my part here. All right.
So the brine was pretty easy. I mean, that's not overly difficult, but you're right. Like every time I've had a turkey that's brined, I mean, it makes a huge difference on the, moisture level.
Yes, 100%.
I try to
Always
avoid
brine
using
it.
a certain word, but.
Yeah, so brining is done. Obviously, it's over there. I did it last night because you want 12 hours on it. I think everybody got a good idea. Any questions, just ask. Put it on the Facebook, or if you got my number, text me. Be more happy to help you out with that. But that turkey that we just put in is going to take about 3 hours because it's a little bit smaller. And it's going to go on 250.
250 for 3 hours.
Yep. In that pellet smoker. All right, so here's the turkey that's finished. The magic of TV.
Voila! Ooh, that looks good. Oh, and I see you guys didn't pick at it while you were waiting for us.
I thought about it. Again,
I know, right? What's going on underneath? We can't tell.
Underneath where?
I meant, did you pick at it underneath?
No. So important with meat, it has to rest. So this has been resting probably about 30 minutes or so now. And it'll be perfectly ready to eat. Let's take a look.
We're just going to have you come over to carve the turkey, if nothing else.
Wow. If you wind up taking it off.
Wow.
It's nice and juicy. Look at that.
Yes.
And it's not running out juice. That's because it rested. So if you ever see somebody with juice all over their cutting board, they rest it.
Yeah, because you let it sit for that 30 minutes or so. Yeah.
So that's the turkey.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it a lot.
And you'll see here I've got a little bit of a gravy going from the bones. So you roast the bones, then put them in a pot with some water, and just let it reduce down. You get this great flavor.
Yum! I'm gonna come in and I'm hooking my camera. I got a camera guy this week.
You're getting fancy.
I know. Huh?
All right, you guys do what you're doing. I'm gonna make a plate.
You're gonna start eating. Hang on, I gotta get it ready. This is my. Oh, I put it in upside down. Well, I am. So Justin's gonna tell us a little bit about what did you make?
I'm a lot taller than you.
Yeah, you are a lot taller than me.
Hello, everybody. Today I made gluten-free mac and cheese. Everybody loves mac and cheese. We do have some gluten intolerances in this household, so I made a gluten-free mac and cheese. Not very difficult. If you all look back to where Tom made mac and cheese many, many months ago, if you look back on our page and under videos, you can see how to make the roux. And that Tom looks like he's excited about that turkey.
Don't mind me.
So I used gluten-free pasta, made it with the roux just like that, and then I went ahead and used some gluten-free bread, made breadcrumbs out of it for the top, and then just kind of toasted the whole thing. Are we ready here for
We're gonna join in, and then we can show you guys. We're gonna try to join in. Here we go. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't hear you guys.
I see Aaron.
Technical difficulty. We'll figure it out. It's new software. I don't know if they can hear me either, but if they are, I'm making my gravy.
I hope you can hear us.
So some stock, a slurry, which is cornstarch and water. Me? So this is some of the bones from the stock that I made. It has a little bit of meat left on it. So you just take it off and put it into the gravy.
There's 3 cameras, but I don't hear anybody. Okay, can you hear us, Tom? We can hear you, but it was echoed and like a ringing sound.
Feedback.
Feedback. You guys might be too close.
Too close or too many microphones, maybe.
Did you eat some of this? Oh, look at that. Oh. How about now? Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
There's a shoe swap shop. This is good.
Okay, just kidding. I'm coming off. Oh, that's terrible, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. We're going to use the laptop and make it work. So you got to turn that off. Well, we'll figure this out, guys. We're getting there. We had it figured out earlier, but now it's not working. So we're just going to use the laptop, and this should be really interesting because it gives only one camera on it. So we will we'll make this work. All right, here we go. So my favorite side dish is whipped sweet potatoes. So a lot of people, so I am from the South. I'm from Florida, and which I know. Listen, we gotta call Florida the South still. Okay, we can't not call it the South. But a lot of people where I'm from like sweet potato casserole with marshmallows on the top, and that's just not my thing. We lost you, Tom. You're gone. There you are. And so I really just like whipped sweet potatoes. So years and years ago, I got this recipe out of Bon Appetit magazine, and I've been making it ever since. And so basically what we do is you cook all your sweet potatoes down, skin them, burn your fingers as you do, right? Like when you're trying to get the sweet potatoes out of the skins, you got to burn your fingers. I do want to show you guys something. I found something the other day at Harris Teeter. Non-stick aluminum foil, and for something like this, it was genius today. Nothing stuck, because all that sweet potato gets like candied, gooey, sticky, and everything. So the non-stick sweet aluminum foil was clutch today. So this is about 6 medium sweet potatoes, which is literally all that was at the grocery store today. So there is a shortage of sweet potatoes. I had no idea. Very strange. So this is about 6 sweet potatoes. Basically just washed them up, poke them with holes, stick them in the oven, about 55 minutes at 400, right? And so when you can stick a knife in them and it goes right through, you know they're ready. So came in, Justin skinned them for me, pulled all the meat out, threw the skins away, threw the aluminum foil away, which is very handy. Now I'm using my KitchenAid mixer. One thing I do want to say, if you're using a pan like this, you do need to heat the pan. So I run hot water on the outside because of the metal. It kind of makes, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Tom? You're not.
Yeah, keep it warm instead of chilling it off right away by putting it in a cold container.
Right, exactly. So while you were cooking before, I went through and just ran it under the hot water so it was ready for the hot sweet potatoes. So this is super easy, you guys. This is silly. So six medium-sized sweet potatoes, cooked, dumped in here. I've got half a lemon that I've squeezed for fresh lemon juice. Yep, half a lemon. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grate some orange in here. So just a little grated orange. I've got this handy dandy hand grater here. Don't need a lot. And Tom, you probably know you don't want to get to the pith, the white part. I think we've talked about that, right? So you don't want to get into the white part. So keep it light.
Very bitter.
Yeah, I go a little, probably a little more than you really need to on this. But I like the citrusy taste in it, probably because again I'm from Florida. So the next thing you need is brown sugar. So that's where you get that extra sweetness. So I mix dark and light. The actual recipe calls for just light, but I mix dark and light. It's just half a cup. So I get both. Yep, I get both. I only ever use Domino. Like, don't chintz out on your brown sugar. Okay. All right. So that's it. The only other thing we add in there is nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon, and ginger, which, by the way, just so you know, make it a little bit easier on yourself because that's pumpkin pie spice. So all you have to do is buy, that's all that's in pumpkin pie spice, right? So I just toss it in there. I don't measure anything. So I like a little extra in there. That's it. That's all I have to do. So the next thing I do is stick it on here, put my paddle on, and mix it up. So what's great, really great about this recipe, and this is going to get loud in a second, is the fact that I can cook this in advance. So usually I cook it a day before, and then just heat it up in advance. Or I'll stick it in a crock pot, because we have so many people coming over all the time that I typically don't have enough kitchen space or cooking space for everything in order to cook everything the same day. So anything I can cook in advance is like a big deal. So when it's not a pandemic, we usually have about 30 people at the house for Thanksgiving. So even though everybody brings stuff, we still run out of kitchen space and we still run out of reheating space. So things like mashed potatoes that I can make in advance and put in the crock pot and still keep the moisture, right, with the joy of sour cream and cream cheese. And, full of cholesterol. And then these sweet potatoes, those kind of things, I think really help quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's smart to, because you want everything to come out hot at the same time.
Yeah, I'm going to let you talk for a second about that. Like, you talk about timing, like, while I run this really loud machine here.
Okay. Well, just to build on what you're saying, I mean, timing is everything, right? You always have that pressure as the person cooking to have it warm and hot when everybody gets there and when it's dinner time. But I think with a lot of holiday food, at least Thanksgiving, I feel like you can make a lot of it ahead of time, like you're saying, even if you prep it pretty far. So for my stuffing, I'll make it, mix it all together, and just leave it in the casserole dish. Mashed potatoes, very similar. Carrots, very similar. And then finish it and warm it up that last 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's kind of like that idea, that mise en place or whatever it is that you talk about. It's that same kind of concept, like how ready can you get for everything? The other thing is, too, is I mix it first, then add a little butter in there. So
just a little butter?
Listen, don't worry about my butter. It's not compound butter. Don't worry about my butter.
That was about 2 tablespoons.
So Justin also left me a sweet potato to show you guys. So I take them out and let them cool off so I can touch them. Again, not to rush them, but also because I don't like to, burn my fingers. I have really burned myself sometimes with sweet potatoes. So if you do that and they're cooked right, they just come right out. So it's pretty easy. I gotta wash my hands.
I love sweet potatoes.
They're nature's candy. That's what I call them all the time. My poor kids grew up not liking them. They're amazing. They're so good for you. They're easy to eat. You can make them sweet. And actually, I eat a lot of like savory sweet potatoes also, which are kind of like I really love a savory sweet potato. So with lots of good herbs.
Yeah, put some good herbs on there, rosemary, thyme, olive oil, garlic, and just make them roasted. You can even leave the skins on. If you wash them really well, you can eat the skins too, which again has a lot of nutrients. I personally don't like a lot of the skin on sweet potato, but I'll leave it on a regular potato, like a russet.
Yeah.
What are you going to put on top?
So what am I going to put on top of this?
Are you going to put something on top?
The only thing I've ever put on top are candied pecans, or pecans, however you want to say that. Otherwise, I just kind of keep it. Well, don't get rid of that because it's candy. Otherwise, I just kind of keep it really low key. I don't want to over sweeten them, right? Because we still got pies and stuff to eat. Is kind of my thought process. But I will also eat this for days on end because, you know, this seems to be the thing we always, probably because I don't put marshmallows all over it. This seems to be the thing that, that's it. It doesn't look all that appetizing.
Really well.
Yes, it does. It reheats really well, but it's not too sweet, and it's not like, because I'm just not a big marshmallow fan. So I mean, I don't see why you couldn't put marshmallows on that, but that is so easy to me to make. And I know a lot of people like canned jams and stuff like that, and do it this way. Make it.
If you can get it out of hand, it's so much better for you.
Yeah, do the real thing. Do the real thing. I got to show you guys though too. This is Justin's, and the presentation I think is really nice. Speaking of topping, Justin's mac and cheese, gluten-free there. He's got some toasted, like you were saying, gluten-free bread on it. With the, it's always interesting when the blowtorch comes in the kitchen. So I have one giveaway though this week.
What cheese did you use, Justin?
I used sharp cheddar, and then I just threw a little bit of mix on the top.
So we have a giveaway this week.
And then hit that.
So we want to hear, we're going to take, so in the comments of the show here, we're going to post your favorite side dish for Thanksgiving. And this item that I got, I'm pretty excited because it was sold out years ago.
Yeah. We'll pick one random person.
Yeah, one random winner.
That puts their favorite side dish in the comments of this video.
Yeah, to win something that I'm really excited that I was able to get a hold of.
It's going to be backwards. No,
this is the KFC Fire Log.
I've never seen that.
So it smells like Kentucky Fried Chicken's 11 herbs and spices when you burn it.
It's like fried chicken smell throughout the house.
Yeah. So you must be local to win. We've actually come up with the idea that I would like to do this outside with our s'mores. And just try it. I don't know. I think it would be interesting.
Fried chicken s'mores?
Why not?
That's a chicken marshmallow.
I find it because, like, when you go to bed after a fire, you smell like smoke a little bit. So now you're gonna
Smell like fried chicken.
So you have to be local to win because you got to pick it up from the office because I'm not shipping this baby anywhere. But yeah, post your favorite side dish, Thanksgiving side dish in the comments there. We'll pick a random winner by Tuesday. Justin's on it. It's all Justin's responsibility.
Let's make it Thursday.
Thursday. Just kidding. Thursday. All right, guys. Awesome. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Don't worry. We'll all make fun of Sam for not showing up.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Appreciate it.
Yeah, on it. On top
He just
of it.
burnt his dish, that's all.
Yeah. That's all it is. He said he was like, I can really cook. He's selling real estate. We kid. We love Sam. All right, guys. Have a good Sunday.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.